Oh boy. Oh boy. Are we ready? Are we ready? Are we ready? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we ready? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we ready? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Um, um, whoa. I am not watching my own stream. Thank you very much. How dare you? How dare you insinuate? Oh, excuse me. Take a drink. All right. Okay, so as I said, we got packing material because my roommate just had a giant. My roommate had a gun safe come in, and it was inside some packing material. We got a whole lot of it. We got a whole lot of it. And this is something that I've been wanting to check out for a while, because this is I suspect, I think this is low density polyethylene. So we're gonna test it out. If it is polystyrene, I'm gonna know. I'm gonna know by smell. I'm gonna know by fumes. I've been playing with polystyrene lately. It's very noxious. But low density polyethylene is not. Doesn't really have fumes. So we're gonna see if this is. You can tell because like it's a packing material. It's very soft and stretchy. Um, so I believe this is low density polyethylene. And we're gonna try it out, see how it works, and see what we get out of it. We have a whole lot. These are very big. These are very big sheets here. Very long. So we got a lot to try out. Oh. Luckily, we have some small samples already cut up for us, ready to go here. Booyah. Oops. All right. Don't need these. All right, let's go ahead and get our machine on. As I said last week, last week, as I said 2 days ago, I've been cranking this down a lot. Got it to where these springs become half depressed, or almost fully depressed, really. Where's my rubber mat? There it is. All right. Okay. Got our foam mat. Got our rubber mat. Yeah, that piece of plastic still stuck on there, giving it a nice curve. Oh well. What you gonna do, right? What you gonna do? I've tried flattening this a couple of times where I just turn the machine on and let it heat up and then let it cool slowly under pressure, and didn't work. Ooh, okay, that's a little much. All right, maybe we should a little too much pressure there. And we're messing with LDPE. It's very liquidy sometimes, so we definitely want to get this bigger mat down. All right. Let's trim this down here. We're doing a lot of trimming. See that? See how it sounds like bubble wrap? We did bubble wrap yesterday, or 2 days ago. So there's a good chance this will work. Oh man, it's too low. All right, let's. Oh no. We gotta go pretty high up. This piece is thick. Ugh, thick. There you go. All right, there we go. Nice and centered. I'm not burning myself yet for some reason. Now, this one, because it's so thick, ooh, I can't even really crank it down yet. I mean, I don't. I have this is a cheaper model, and it seems that they do break, so I don't want to put so much force on this that it breaks. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the thing down. I can hear the bubbles popping, so we're gonna let it slowly apply heat. It's usually larger, so I would just kind of shove it in there and then just let the machine drop on. Okay, this is kind of stiff here. It's not very loose. This actually could use some grease, some machine grease. I do have some, but I'd have to go dig it up. Anyway, the point is I don't really put the pressure on until later. Ugh. There we go. Can you hear it? It's making snap, crackle, pop noise. I don't smell anything. I think it is safe to say this is low density polyethylene. Oh, we're not even up to top temperature, by the way. We're only at 280. Kind of did this preemptively. That's fine. It'll just take more time. Like I said, I was very happy with 350. 350 was pretty good. So we got nobody here. But if you can't hear me out there in La La Land, talk to me. Let's chit chat. Has anybody seen the new Obi-Wan? No? Okay. I saw episode 1. It was all right. It's pretty good. I'm just waiting for Mandalorian to show up and make it Mandalorian season 4. Look, I'm sorry, but Mandalorian was the best part of Boba Fett, and we all know it. I'm not hating on Boba Fett. Boba Fett was okay. It was okay. It wasn't the best. Oh, are you getting flat? You sound pretty flat. Let's see what's going on here. All right. Ooh, looks flat. It looks flat. Oh, let's make sure it cools off under pressure. Oh, we didn't use the rock last time. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, this is pretty rock. Isn't that pretty? You're gonna be mad at me for using this, because that's a pretty rock, right? That is not normal rock, right? This is from my dad's collection. So why am I using it as a weight? Well, I mean, it is a rock. It's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Luckily, it's just sitting on plywood, so we're not really hurting it yet. Oh, we got to throw in more plastic. All right. No. We have more. We have much more packing ready to go. Trying to push this to the edge. Okay, this packing material is actually the width of this, so the edges might not get squished. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna dig into our experiment bag. We're gonna make a mess. See if we can't find the other packing material that's in here. Actually, I guess there's gonna be a lot. All right, we'll do that later. Ugh. Oh, this was thinner, so yeah, these sheets were thinner than that first one we did, so you may have noticed I went right to pulling the handle down. Is that finished already? Let's see. Might be. Oops. There we go. And you know how this works. You're gonna have to wait to see our results. But that's okay. We're a patient stream. This is all about chill and good vibes. And we are. I didn't steal that from you. Print everything. Hey, print that thing. Yeah. I'm not trying to steal your. You know, everybody's all about good vibes. I'm not trying to steal your slogan. Print that thing. I don't know if it's gonna help. I'm just gonna talk to YouTubers as though I'm friends with them, and hopefully they'll just respond one day, and then I can freak out on my own, like, "Oh my God, he responded!" Like Pocket 83. Oh yeah, no, I can totally just pretend like we're friends. Yeah. I should make my roommate follow the stream, and then when I type in chat, get me a drink, then he has to come out and get me a drink. Or I could just go get it myself. Oh look, the plastic that did not get melted actually came off. I can't actually tell where it was heated. That's interesting. Oh, I guess it was on this side. Wow, it's super flat. That's interesting. That's really interesting. It's crazy. All right. You like the system? You like the system? And that doesn't that work? Doesn't that work well? Nice little circle we got going here. All right, this one's too long. I'm gonna cut that down. Ooh, snap, crackle, pop. I like it. All right, we can check out our results here now. Oh, we're jumping the gun a little bit, but ooh-wee, interesting. Interesting. It's definitely it is smooth. It is smooth, and it's good, but it's got flex to it. This is nice. This is very nice. This is very nice. Yeah, and all right, we can turn our packing material. So if you order a lot of stuff from Amazon, there you go. Turn it into usable stuff. It's a collection somewhere of all the things we've done this stream. Where did I put them? I don't. All right, we're gonna use this bucket, but I need to make a divider. Oh, need to make a divider. So, oh, that's too big. All right, we'll just Popeyes. Popeyes is really big, so everything that's on top of the Popeyes, what we did in this stream. So. Ooh, I got a while. That got a while. Oh. Oh. Open space because we jumped the gun. All right. Let's get more of this pack material in here. Let's see. Can we just cut it across? Can we just cut it across? A little bit too long. But I kind of like that though. Ah. There we go. It's a little bit too long. All right, so we're gonna cut it down just to keep from making mess, and then we'll use all the little pieces. Okay, I could have cut that down, but oh well. There we go. Is it sticking over the edge? A little bit, yeah. Ugh. All right, well, whatever. Oh. I do have one of those guillotines, but I have a limited space on this desk. Besides, I need something to do anyway, so I'll do this by hand, I guess. Takes up time. Look at that. It happened again. All this extra styrofoam I'm going to have to show you. Okay. Let's see if we can look at it over here. Yeah, here we go. So you see, this is all the excess packing material. Look at that. Slides right off. It slides right off. Why? Because this is low density polyethylene. It is very, it's actually very thin, even though this has been fluffed up packing material. All right, hang on. What do we have here? I had a good view of the working surface. Anyway. There we go. So, nice little pieces in there. But yeah, it's very thin. It's very thin. But I like it. It's a good diffuser material. Light shines through it pretty well. So throw a flashlight on there. Look at that. You see See all the bubbles? Well, I mean, obviously there's a camera there. Whatever. Let's keep trucking along. All right, so I guess we don't really need to separate out all the excess material. It just falls off the side. That's pretty nice. And it looks like the cloth is just long enough to keep it from sticking to the side of the machine as well. Just gonna, it's coming off here. Yep, look at that. Look at that. Nice. And we'll throw these all in together. Don't you worry. You are so worried about the recycling capabilities of this machine. Oh. God. So yeah, packing material melts really well. Answer solved. I say it takes a while for you to get, you know, a regular streaming audience, especially on YouTube. The discoverability on YouTube is terrible. So it's just going to be me and myself here for a while. Just telling random stories, I suppose. My stories aren't as interesting as all the lady YouTubers out there. Because I'm a guy. Okay. Okay, we're behind. We got two of these, actually. Yep, really thin. Very, very thin. Still has the bit on the end there. Huh. Really interesting. Really interesting. Can we also put a piece on top of all these ones? I'm just gonna double smash it. That piece is kind of thin, so maybe we can get all of them. You can see my scientific method is terrible. I just do what I want. Ugh. go. Trying to get more of the table in there. Anyway. It's hard to talk without being prompted, without people asking you like something interesting about yourself. Oh well. Oh well. Just gonna have to make do. So my name is Tori Evans. I have been recycling plastic for about 11 years. I came up with my press invention about 4 or 5 years ago, I believe. And it took me a couple of years for me to finally get some YouTube videos up about it. But I've had that pattern for a long time. Oh, I'm doing these too long. That's what the timer's for. Ooh, this one's thick. Oh, it's just wider. Still just as thin. It's interesting how thin this is. It's as thin as a grocery bag when you flatten it. See, you don't get results this good with an iron. No, you don't. Oops. Oh, look, it's floppy. Oh. Let's do 2. It is thinner. Can we slide it underneath the machine? Use this to slide it back and forth a little bit. I like how that works. All right, there we go. All right. This is thicker, so we're going to have to let it wait a little bit. Ugh. Sorry, yeah, it's really this is one of the reasons why I'm not a YouTuber, is because it's easier for me to talk to people than it is to talk to a blank camera. I can't talk to a camera. I can't talk to something that doesn't react or express itself. So. Like, even like I'm super talkative and I like talking about like movies and stuff. I'll just talk about anything like Gundam. But it's so difficult when I don't have a person that I'm talking to. Even remotely, like through the camera. Like I need somebody to talk to. Been watching Gundam Wing lately though. It's fun reliving Gundam Wing. It's goofy. It's goofy. I don't know which Gundam is my favorite. I cannot decide between Gundam Wing, Gundam 00, and Gundam G Gundam. Fuck you. Gundam 00 is great. All I know is that I can't stand the original Gundam. Can't stand it. I'll take Gundam 83, War in the Pocket. I'll fucking Gundam 00, like fucking hell. I will probably even watch Seed and Destiny before I watch fucking the original Gundam. Can't stand it. I hate it. It's like watching the original version of Star Trek, which is trash. You know, and we all know Next Generation is better. Don't even try. Don't even try. Don't bring that mess up in here. Ugh. Hot takes. Hot media takes. Original series of Star Trek sucks. Back it up a little bit. There we go. It's easier to slide on if I slide it backwards. Not really how that was intended, but what is? What is? We don't care. We're just doing it. We're just doing it. Don't matter. It don't matter. Oh, I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it. I'll release the pressure a little bit. There we go. Look at all this usable plastic. We're just throwing it away. Comes in the mail. We're not doing nothing with it. I wonder if I can flatten packing peanuts. I wonder if I have packing peanuts in the sea bag. I might. I might just have them in there. Got a bunch of plastics in there. I want to try something new. We still have so much. We have so much of this stuff left. Ugh. Ow! Whoops. Drop something. Okay, this got extra long, so I'm probably gonna cut this down. How long is this? Ugh. Underneath. There we go. Get that started. All my little bits are falling everywhere. Ugh. You need a lot of containers to do this. I end up with a lot of little scraps that you just gotta throw together. Because we don't waste nothing around here. We don't waste nothing. That's what it's all about. That is why we mess with these materials, because there's the promise of using all of it. Zero waste. Isn't that fantabulous? I think that's fantabulous. And that's not even a real word. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, wait, do I need to be controversial? I think I need to be controversial. That's how you get followers. You got to be controversial at first. I need to drop a hot take. Oh, yeah. Star Trek, the original series, sucks. There we go. There's your controversy. I hate Final Fantasy. Oh, you want a hot take? You want to get mad at me? Final Fantasy Spirits Within is the best Final Fantasy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Better than Advent Children. Better than the games. Fuck you. I don't even care. I will burn the world down. Oh, look. It's all our little bits. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Isn't that interesting? Huh. Crazy. Oh, man. Speaking of, let's throw more of our bits in here. Oh. Hopefully those are close enough together that they will fuse into each other. Oh, one on the right is way thicker than the ones on the left. So machine's a little cantilever. All right, there we go. That ought to even it out. Still don't believe this. We're going to add this to a different sheet. See how easy it cuts. You know, I don't even think I need the rod for this material. It is so thin. Oh, this is our double one, isn't it? Is this the double one? This might be. This might be the double. Yeah, it feels thicker. Feels like there's a step there. It's still super flat. Like, I can only just barely feel the incline from the edge. It's thicker, but it's still flexible. Again, this is low density polyethylene, so it's going to be more flimsy than even HTP. Even though it's thin, it still feels like it's bouncier than maybe like milk jug material would be at this thickness. Milk jug would be a little bit thicker. All right, we still have tons of packing material to get through, but y'all are probably craving something different now at this point. Anybody's even watching this. Oh. Ugh. Okay, that's actually being smashed. That is going down. All right. Oh yeah, I said I was going to add this to the next one. Oops. Oh well. Let's see if we can get some new packing material in here. Ooh, a rice bag. A rice bag. Again, I believe this is low density polyethylene. That's the thing, like, even when you start realizing what HTP is and what it looks like, you know, you start seeing it everywhere, but everybody sees that. But then you really start learning that it's everywhere a little bit later. I want to keep this image, so we're going to single it out. Another good sheet. Oh man, this is turning out great. These are gorgeous. Got our bag label. We have a lot of Gatling. We didn't push the springs down very much, but it's really thin, so it's probably fine. We had another set of sheets, the rotation. Where the rest of them? There we go. That's why I have one prepped and ready to go. That's probably too long. Get into a nice rhythm. Ooh, where do those holes come from? That's really interesting. Where did those holes come from? Huh. I'm very curious. Did one of the pieces I put in there have holes in it? Huh. Interesting. Still a beautiful sheet. And the holes are very evenly spaced, so those must have been holes in the styrofoam before I melted it. Huh. Interesting. All right, let's get rid of these scraps. Ow, burn. Hot. Ruby Ray. Star, stage, and screen. He's hotter than hot. He's hot, hot, hot. All right, these flat little scraps here. We're just going to throw them in there. Let's throw this in there. Owie. All right. Close enough. Got all our scraps in there? Yeah, we do. Oh. Recycling stream. Recycling stream. That was 3 blocks we threw in there. They did bond, but you can kind of see the lines between them. Cute. Right, we're gonna cut this down. I don't think we need the rock. I don't think we need the rock. Actually, can we get this in the middle? It's gonna be really thick. It's gonna be too thick. It's gonna be too thick, but if we could, yeah, that's too thick. All right. Guess we'll just squish it separately. Ooh, ooh, sizzle. Sizzle. Again, I'm smelling nothing. I ain't smelling nothing. There you go. Another gorgeous piece. Freaking gorgeous. What do we use it for? I don't know. I don't know. Gotta use it for something. Yeah. I mean, just having a big ass stack of plastic, it's got to be useful for something, right? It's got to be useful for something. Sometimes I wonder about if I have like a pattern, can I cut it out and fold this up into deck boxes for Magic the Gathering? But I feel like that would require a jig to do properly. I don't know if it would work well. I don't know if it would work well. I do think making rivets is easy. Actually, maybe I could show you that. All right, we're gonna do this one real quick. Just this little, and then we're gonna move on to another material. There's still more than enough styrofoam. There's no end to this plastic. No, come on, center, center. Big square block, right in the middle. Right. There we go. Now these melt really fast. I think I've probably been cooking it like way too long, but who knows? Maybe that just helps it. As long as we're not going over temperature, we're not burning it. So it can sit like that for a while. All right, we did bubble wrap last stream, but let's do some more bubble wrap. Let's do some more bubble wrap. Ooh, yeah, our ice bag. Very nice. This is definitely low density polyethylene. This is definitely polyethylene. All right, rice bags. Rice bags go on the list. All right, bubble wrap. Can we get a bunch? Can we get a bunch of bubble wrap going? Ooh, a mailer. Let's do a mailer. We are doing packing material. We're gonna do a mailer straight up. All right, now I haven't been talking about this. When I was doing milk jugs, there was actually a lot of adhesive material. And sometimes that material, adhesive material, gets on these non-stick sheets. It comes off, but it'll still be on the plastic. It'll still be there. It doesn't really get in the way, though, so I kind of just ignore it. But anyway. Square. Ooh, this mailer is going to be fun on a bun. All right. Let's recenter our stuff here. Hot. Hot, 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 hot. I wouldn't have to recenter if I hadn't ruined my rubber mat. Bubble mailer. Oh, we got a sticker that I couldn't remove. Can I remove it? Unfortunately, some of the stickers I have to ignore. I would actually just cut, whenever I did Amazon bags, I would just cut the sticker out and ignore it. This should be something interesting, I believe. This was the rest of the bag. The two sides did fuse together, in case you're wondering. Like, that's one sheet now. I don't even feel a lump. I don't even, yeah. It really flattened out. This isn't this fucking cool? You could genuinely, like, if you had a way to like feed it through, it would only be this wide. But if you could feed material through, you could just keep fusing it together and make a really long sheet. You could make a roll as long as you wanted, technically. But I don't really see much use in doing that. I try to keep my my sheets of plastic about the size of a letter, you know, or anything that would fit inside a typical piece of paper. Smaller than that is fine. It's useful. It's handleable. You know, you can just make a big stack of it. There's our bubble mailer. Oh. Let's throw our bubble wrap. I was hoping to find some more bubble wrap, but I didn't grab any. Oh well. Let's just do sheet bubble wrap. Hear all that popping? Ooh, satisfying. Let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 how satisfying this scream. Maybe this could be like, maybe that could be my genre, is satisfying ASMR. Oh yeah, I should put recycling ASMR. What do you think of that? What do you think? You think I should sell myself as ASMR? I mean, I do have sounds I can make. Today, we're going to be tapping our fingernails. And you like that? Do you feel that tinkling in the back of your head? All right, let me stop. You want a funny video? Look up Dragon Ball Z ASMR. That is the funniest ASMR joke I've ever goddamn seen. Oh, we got a wrinkle. What's that wrinkle? Ah, that's right. Slight gap. Again. We could fold this over again and fuse them, make sure that they fuse. Or we could do that. No. There we go. Let's stick something else to it. We got an image? We got an image? I think we do. What is this? Dillard's. Where? Ow, 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 ow. going here. Diggy, diggy, diggy. Ah, another bubble mailer. Postal Service this time. This one, first of all, it is labeled Type 4 low-density polyethylene. So this one is labeled. We do have some adhesive material here, though. Ugh. We can get rid of it if we want. Maybe it'll make our life a little easier. There we go. Although we're probably going to end up folding that in half to make it fit on our sheets. Post office bubble mailer. Oh, and if you have actually watched this stream, because unless you're jumping around to like the very end of it or something like that, we're hitting about an hour. I don't know. I might start trying to wrap it up. But I'm actually thinking about melting a Lego figure. There is one at the end of the other side of the room that I was going to melt in my press, and that'll be like maybe a special treat with this. We'll just do it slowly. Lego minifigs are ABS. What we got here? What we got here? That's just a big bag. Come on, do we have more packing material? I know I have more packing material in here. No more bags. We're going to go through all these bags, but right now we're trying to focus on other stuff and get some of that bubble wrap. Ooh, a Ziploc bag. Actually, that is something I want to test. What is this? Big old Chili's bag. Okay, this is a piece of ABS. I forget what it's from, but I think it's from just like a lot of our typical appliances are made from ABS. So actually, we might try this, although I may get some fumes out of this one. I'll try that. I'm trying to get to the packing material in here. I know it. A lot of these are packing airbags that I've popped. But I know these are good because a lot of them are labeled. I'm making the biggest mess right now. Oh, this might be interesting. Candy wrapper. This is labeled. Let's get into that unlabeled stuff. What is this? Beef jerky bag? Oh, no, it's a tea bag. I mean, not a typical bag for tea. Another Hot Topic bag. Okay, this is labeled as type 5, polypropylene. You want to test type 5? Maybe we'll test type 5. Another Ziploc. Let me try that. Oh, another Hershey's bag. Okay. Ah, here it is. I can feel it. There we go. Black. A lot. Okay, more often than not, it feels like the exact same kind of packing material. It's a little bit different, but again, I'm highly suspicious that this is low-density polyethylene packing material. So like every time you get like a TV or something. If it's not styrofoam, I think it's polyethylene. I think we use it a lot. Back when I was fixing motherboards, everything, it felt like everything was packed in polyethylene. Okay, I can't find any more. Dino Nuggies. Okay, and Starburst. Okay, these sound like fun. All right. All right. Okay, let's see what we got here. First of all, whatever's in here has been cooking way too long. There's our little square. Okay, unfortunately, this is 3D, so we need to, I guess, cut this in. That's kind of small, I feel. But what you gonna do? What you gonna do when you're recycling? You gotta take what you can get. You gotta take what you can get. You can't be picky and choosy when it comes to your plastic. There we go. Can we? Let's write that one. All right, some black packing material. Now this should actually, black additives tend to melt faster. The black coloring, it's the same in all plastics, even PLA. Black PLA is significantly melts faster and at lower temperatures than any other type of PLA. Or was it higher temperatures? I don't know. It either inhibits the melting process or makes it better. One of the two. But I don't think that's going to matter for us a whole lot. Again, I'm smelling nothing right now. I smell nothing. Let's get all this stuff off to the side. Oh, see that bubble mailer was sticky? There's still a little bit of adhesive on here, but that's fine. That's fine. It's just gonna get stuck into some other piece of plastic. Oh, this is funny. So that label is actually one of those heat-sensitive labels. So because we heated it up, it's now solid black. Ain't that hilarious? This is the section I ripped out. Oh man, that's great. But yeah, that's that bubble mailer. That's the bubble mailer. You're not going to be able to guess what that's from because nobody's seen Azalea. Old school anime. One of those weird ones. One of those old school weird ones that was a little fan servicey. But we let it go because they're transformation sequences. What we got here? What we got here? That bubble. Now this bubble wrap does get really thin because it's thin to begin with. So it's one of those you're going to want to probably layer up a whole bunch. But what's cool is you kind of get a pattern out of it. So what you do is if you combine this with other plastics, you kind of keep the pattern. It feels flat, but you can kind of just barely feel the bumps, but you see it more than anything. So it's really just like a texture that you can add to other things to basically just kind of turn anything into that honeycomb look. So there's something there. There's arts and crafty. Like this is gonna be valuable for arts and crafty people. What's going on? Oh, this is the Dillard's bag. There you go. So you can see a little bit how now what we did is we had a little bit of plastic here in the middle, and so this was slightly higher, slightly not, but it doesn't take a whole lot, right? It doesn't take a whole lot, just a little bit of a gap because this is very thin plastic, and it'll pull it together. This is what happens when you iron, right? But we're not ironing. We just bonded this Dillard's bag to this one. This is why I try so hard to keep everything the same size or keep the image that I want inside the piece of plastic I'm bonding it to, because the outer edges are basically lost. But it's fine because it doesn't matter. This is all plastic that we can just remelt again anyway. So no waste. No waste. It's fine. Now we can cut off the edges here. And there you go. Ready to turn into something. What? I don't know. I don't know. But you know what? To prove that we reuse all of our scraps, let's just throw these in right here. Lay them down in the middle. Let's bond them to these two things. There we go. Let's see how that works. It's all polyethylene, low density polyethylene, and high density for the Dillard's bag, if it's labeled correctly, which we don't know. We never know. All right. So this one, this is a gamma. I have no idea what this is made out of. It sounds different, right? The only thing that makes me suspect, well, this Ziploc label here is probably HDPE. See, it's kind of see-through. But this could be another plastic that's, because it is food grade, this could be the same as the vegetable bag. So this might be HDPE. We're going to see what we smell. Okay, so this is a little interesting because the bubble mailers are actually 2 sheets of bubble wrap, and we folded it over, so technically this is 4 sheets of bubble wrap. It feels like it's corrugated, right? there's still a little bit of flex in there. It's still stiffer. It's still stiffer, but it could probably be pressed flatter. You know what I'm saying? Like give it more time. Um, like it did bond. It did melt together, but it melted together less because there's little air pockets in each of the bags. So that still happens sometimes. Sometimes you'll still have a little bit of a bubble wrappy feel. But if you keep smashing it, or if you add more plastic, it will get thicker. It will. You're basically pressing all the air out of it. Okay. I don't smell anything off the Skittles bag. I don't smell nothing. That's a very good sign. Or Starburst. I smell a hint of Starburst. That is a very, very good sign, because if I can smell the remnants of the candy over plastic, then I feel it is a safe material. What is this? Why is this black? Oh, this is the, can't even see it. Oh man, this is low density polyethylene. It is. So a lot of that packing material that comes in black when you order some electronics, that's meltable, it's flattenable. All right, Hershey's chocolate. Their bag is also not labeled. I think what I have a suspicion is that this is not recyclable because there's too much ink in it. So it should not be added to a recycling plant, but it is technically enough HDPE for our purposes. I think that's what's going on here. Because people don't understand, like it's why you can't recycle a pizza box, right? A pizza box is cardboard, and cardboard can be recycled. But technically, you get a little bit of food grease on the pizza box, and that little bit of food grease is technically a contaminant. And it doesn't seem like much, but you see how little plastic there is in all of this stuff, right? Imagine how little actual paper is in a pizza box. It's corrugated cardboard, right? If you smash it down, there is less paper there. So there's quite a bit of grease that can soak into a pizza box. Also, they don't know how much actual food is in each pizza box because people throw different amounts. So even if you keep your pizza box clean when you throw it out, other people don't. So they're really just, you're not supposed, they just say no, right? And it's because of the possibility that the pizza box, whether or not it's ever touched food, they say don't recycle it. Now, it could probably go to the recycling plant just fine, and no one would ever know, right? It'd probably go through the process. It technically adds a little bit of oil contaminant, and if ever the contamination gets too high, they'll just scrap the whole batch, which happens with recycling. People don't know this, right? Recycling is a lie. We don't understand how it works, right? And so what I think these plastics are, technically HDPE. Let's see, is it clear at all? No, but it is kind of acting like HDPE. Anyway. It smells like it, and by smells like it, I mean it don't smell like anything. Oh, almost dropped you off the table. I'm going to get you a clamp if I'm going to be swinging you out over the edge. There we go. All right. Anyway, done running my gums. So here's a Ziploc bag. I'm not gonna get much out of a Ziploc bag. Should I add another one? Here's a bigger Ziploc bag. That could be a different material. And then here's a small one. I don't know. Should I leave the Ziploc bag alone? I could put something inside it and see how well it bonds. Oh, that's oh yeah, I do technically have a meme. Hang on. For Skyrim. It was gonna be for my D&D players. I was gonna tell them that they awaken darkness, and then this is the first thing they see. They're like, "Oh, you're finally awake." That's how we're gonna start the campaign. Haha, funny D&D. But what I want to do, I want to cut out this pickle, Rick. I swear to God, it's gonna be the funniest thing I ever recycled. Haha, get it? I did the meme. And we're going to test how this works as a laminator. Because we don't know if this will actually bond to paper. And it is something I've wanted to know. Because this could be very useful. If I'm able to just throw some paper into a Ziploc bag, don't you think that'd be super goddamn useful? Let's actually give this one a timer. All right, we'll get rid of my memes here. I have to print out Rick again. Although I have the stats here for Pickle Rick, so I haven't lost anything. Ugh. I have other pictures. I have other art. I'm going to drag it out right now. Another Hershey's bag. Do we have something interesting coming out this time? What do we got? Oh, yep, more black. It looks burnt, but it don't smell burnt. See, even when I smell it, no fumes. No fumes. The timer did not go. Okay, for some reason. Is that enough time? Think that's enough time? I do want to make sure that's laminated. Let's hit the other side. Come on in. You know, you can pull up a chair and join me. Oh, sorry. I thought you were Josh.
I gotta go. But yeah. I need to know, is Trooper in here with you? I can't find him anywhere.
Yes, he is.
Where?
Right there.
You mother. Are you live?
I told you. I am live. I am live, but it's okay. You can swear.
I told you.
Say hi to all the motherfuckers out there. It's right there.
Cat is a piece of, yeah, you know. Yeah, I know. Okay, but I didn't.
They know how annoying Tato is. They don't know how annoying Trooper is.
He was looking everywhere for him before he was leaving. I told him he was probably.
You wanna pull up a chair and join me and talk to me? You don't have to be on camera.
I'm in the middle of a game right now.
Join me.
Keep doing your thing, bro.
Join me. Talk to me. I don't have an audience yet. I need a live audience. I need to be filmed before a live studio audience. God fucking damn it. My roommates are no fun. They're no fucking fun. See how weird they are. Guy comes in sweaty and rained on because he's looking for his cat. Those Dillard's bags and then the black squares. See? It's all bonded together. See, even the scraps. And notice how this is the second time melting it. We had zero degradation of plastic. If you use low enough temperatures, you can melt again and again and again and again, and the plastic does not break down. Does not break down. At least not at the level that we are recycling. I think PLA breaks down pretty fast. We already did this mailer. Do we want to flatten it again? Dino Buddies Nummies bag. Dino, are these labeled? They are labeled. These are labeled. Okay. But we're just going to melt them for the meme. Gonna melt them for the meme. We're gonna do Dino Buddies for the meme. If you are unaware, Dino Buddy Nuggies are popular amongst adolescent children on the internet. And also worthless millennial adults who can't cook for themselves. All they can make are chicken nuggets, like my roommates, like the one that was in here, just yelling at the camera about his cat. He don't cook. He buys food, though. This motherfucker, he bought corn, like ears of corn that need to be shucked, and then they went bad. And then, like, a few months later, like, he just went shopping again and got more corn on the cob. Still hasn't cooked it yet, and it's gonna go bad again. I don't understand him. He buys food that just he doesn't cook. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Save me. They're so weird. They're so weird. Okay. I smell vegetables for some reason. I don't know what was the last one. What did we just melt? We got another postal mailer. I think we're gonna leave this one folded over, unlike last time. And you know what? Let's combine it with this postal mailer. There we go. And here, I'll show you a technique with multiple. So first we're going to smash, and we're going to give it 30 seconds. And then we're going to flip it, and we're going to do both sides. If you're bonding plastic, you do kind of want to go at it from both sides. Just get more heat from more directions. And then just, I guess, keep that in mind as you get thicker and thicker. See, it's actually got some thickness still to it. But that's because the flatter side was on top, right? So it didn't penetrate. So something you got to realize is that heat isn't going to penetrate into the middle unless you give it a really long time. So if you're adding layers, you basically want to be slowly adding to the sides, not combining two thick pieces together, right? Like, so if you flatten a grocery bag and you want to make it thicker, and you want to add more grocery bags, you add grocery bags to the top and to the bottom. You don't take two thick pieces and try to smash them together, because you're only going to get through those first couple of layers unless you give it a lot more time. Hear that popping? We're getting through there. We're getting through. Let's tighten this down. Ooh, more pops. Oh, look at the slight shrinkage. See, I knew this was low-density polyethylene. I think it probably just has too much ink and can't be recycled because it's not a proper plastic. Which is where I was going with my story about, like, pizza boxes. Some plastics, even though they're technically made of something that we can't recycle, it might be considered too contaminated to recycle. But this feels just like everything else I've recycled tonight. Feels the same. So we are recycling where the actual factories cannot. Technically, I mean, this would be added to the pile, but it would be considered a contaminant. And if there's too many contaminants, you could lose a batch. We don't ever see that though. We don't ever see the recycling plant lose a batch because there's too many contaminants in it. We just throw our contaminated garbage into the recycling bin and send it to the factory, right? We never really see the ramifications of the other side of that process. Just something to keep in mind. Anyway, this has had plenty of time. Ooh, they did not bond. They did not bond. More pressure. I like that I can actually, like, twisting that does actually add a significant amount of more pressure. See how I've got the springs like fully depressed? I didn't before. Just like a couple of turns. I really like that. This machine goes up and down fairly quickly, and that's good. That's good. All right, next thing we're gonna do this thick piece of plastic. I'm gonna show you how to do a thick piece of plastic. Slowly. You gotta do it slowly. And also it's ABS. We're gonna see if I can smell it. So if I can do this and not really smell it, then the Lego piece should be fine. Let me go get the Lego piece. Oh, this is cooking some more. I'm also gonna get a drink. I'll be like quick 5-minute break. Yeah.
I know.
I know. Can't help them. Hey, I'm gonna melt the Lego, man. Oh man, somebody came up while I was gone? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Somebody popped into the stream while I was taking a quick break. Wow. Wow. Really? Really? And you're going to miss the Lego Man. You're going to miss me melting Lego Ant-Man. Yes, this is Lego Ant-Man. I would have let him vote on whether we were going to go with the helmet. This is Avenger Ant-Man. I'm probably committing some sort of blasphemy. Somewhere here I have sacrificial Lego men that are ready to just be sacrificed. But whatever, he's been laying around. So I'm just going to do him. man, I'm upset. I'm upset. Somebody joined my show, and they're gonna be like, man, there's nobody there. There is nobody there. I am very disappointed. I am very disappointed. Look at that. A lot of shrinkage. A lot of shrinkage going on. Super shrinkage. I wonder how it's able to contract so much more than regular HDPE. But it looks super cool. Looks super cool. All right, first thing we're going to do is this block. Again, this is just like a piece from any piece of electronics. Looks like a mount for maybe mounting something on the wall. It says USB cover. I know it's from something not important. I have more pieces. Like I pull ABS from vacuum cleaners, routers, all sorts of stuff. I have no idea what this is from, but it's not important. But if it's bigger, if it is something with some dimension to it, you got to go slow. We're gonna do. This is what I used to have to do with 3D prints. Huh. There we go. Okay. It didn't move. Just drop it, or in this case, there's not a lot of travel. But I'm not putting the pressure on the springs yet. I'm just putting the heating surface on the plastic. And this is something where we kind of got to every so often just give it a little bit more. There might be enough tension in here because this isn't lubed up that I could just push it down and it'll kind of stay there. But what I had to do before was I had to kind of like hold this down or let gravity hold it in place. But you got to kind of keep checking on it. You don't want to add too much pressure because you'll break your arm. But I mean, you can depress your springs a little bit. I guess just don't go past your springs, maybe. That might be a good rule of thumb. And you will hit that point where you can, once it clicks over, you can let it go. I guess just don't rush it. All right. You can also tear your, or really wear these out with stiff objects. All right. See how flat it is. It is getting there. We're gonna have to give it some more time. I'm gonna center it. There we go. Just needs more time. Just needs more time. But this is actually a thick piece of plastic, so we're going to get ourselves a plate. A thick plate out of this one. This is how you mount 3D print rafts. If you get rafts or maybe support material, as long as it's flat, I wouldn't go thicker than. Well, I mean, the thicker it is, the longer you're going to have to like slowly go down, and the more time you have to spend. So probably don't go thicker than 1 inch. But a lot of the 3D prints that I would get were, in rafts that I would get from my local makerspace were about an inch thick. I've got a box in the garage. I could go dig it out, but we're not doing 3D printed plastic right now. Oh, hey, we got a person. Hey, you're gonna be here for the smashing of a Lego minifig. We're gonna do that next. And you're gone. Okay. Okay, fuck me. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. It's okay. All right. Do we want to take a peek? I can smell that a little bit. It's, it is getting flattened, but you can see it. It's going to need a lot more time. It's going to need a lot more time. But it is getting there. This is hot. This is hot. You can see it's still flimsy. But because ABS doesn't have that much of a smell, I think it's fine. But it's basically thicker. It's more viscous. It's right now we're trying to smash like some really thick molasses. So that's why you saw it was flexible. It was bendy, but it's not like liquid. These plastics are never going liquid, and that's why we don't have fumes. But use it, stick with it, trust it. Like that's fine. That's the process. We're not melting it. We don't want fumes. I don't want ABS fumes. ABS fumes suck. Like I said, like you run a 3D printer printing ABS for a while, you will smell it. And that's why I say, like, using my methods, I actually never really smell the plastics as much as my 3D printer. Because 3D printer, it's more concentrated, but you are hitting higher temperatures. You may set it to 350, but because it's concentrated, it might be going kind of above that a little bit. Or whatever you set your temperature to. 3D printers, I think, are slightly above what the plastic could melt at because they want it to flow at a good rate. So they could actually go at a lower temperature. Does that make sense? 3D printers can technically be a lower temperature. The flow rate would just really suck. And people try to make 3D printers go fast as they can. So most of the temperatures are set a little higher. And they're right on the edge. They're right on the edge of where they need to be. Whereas this, we can be very safely below what this plastic needs. There we go. We can see it start to smooth out. I did get a whiff of it. I can kind of smell some plastic a little bit, but that's because it's getting there. It's slowly smoothing out. If we had some rollers, this process would be a lot easier, but we don't really get heated rollers. Maybe I'll just leave that there for a while. Because we need to do Ant-Man. Okay. All right, you ready for your time traveling adventure, Ant-Man? This is going to be hilarious. All right. He's centered on the square, so he shouldn't be thrown off too much. Okay, that's not gonna work. Let's just get rid of that. And Thanos snap. All right, yeah, we're just gonna let it rest with gravity on his face. Or maybe it's small enough. Maybe we could just crank it down. Ha! All right. Good luck, Ant-Man. So this is I would probably give this more time to really smooth out like a lot of these wrinkles. But you can see we have converted that piece of plastic into this thin piece of plastic. Much more useful. Now this is going to be difficult to cut with scissors. This is where, I mean, it still can technically be cut with scissors. Look at that. Ain't that nice? Ain't that nice? But you're probably going to want to use my big laminate tile cutter for something thicker like this. Or maybe cut it with, you know, other tools or something. Can we hole punch it? I'm going to ruin my hole puncher trying to punch this. I have a jeweler's hole punch, actually, that I would, if I wanted to put a hole in this, I have a jeweler's hole punch that is thicker metal, and it does a cleaner punch. It's because it's meant for like silver and stuff. So I'd probably use that if I needed a hole in it. Or an actual drill bit. That too. Oh, let's check out all our other stuff we got over here. While Ant-Man finishes up. Oh yeah, our Pickle Rick. Where's our Pickle Rick? Oh my god, I think it worked. I turned myself into a laminated pickle! Alright. What we're going to do to test it, I can see an air gap here. We're going to try and cut into that air gap. And see if we can peel the paper away without it tearing in half. This is where things always go wrong. When I try to test the strength of the stuff I'm melting, it's not, even though I have an air pocket here, it's not going any further than it. There we go. Nope. It's not going deeper. That's bonded. I feel like the edges have air gaps. Here, on this side, we're going to cut into the paper. And see if we can feel the paper. Like, I feel like it's not waterproof. I feel if you were to dip this in water, it would seep into the paper. But on this side, if we cut past the edge, there's another air pocket here. I feel like you wouldn't be able to pull the plastic off of the paper. Yeah, I feel like the paper is technically like it could absorb water, but I don't feel you could pull the plastic off of. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Aha. Okay, it has somewhat bonded to the paper. I think this is good enough. There we go. I think so. Here, that'll probably give you a feel for how well it bonded. It did grab onto the paper. And the fact that we were able to rip the paper in half is really all about the paper. So it is not the greatest laminating job, but it did laminate. In fact, I kind of want to just try Ziploc. Does anybody ever put Ziploc bags just in a laminator? Like, can you do that? Is that a thing? Maybe cut off the bulk top, because the top's a little thicker. It's the same plastic. It's the same plastic, but it's molded into a zipper shape, like the Ziploc top. And so I feel like maybe if you just removed that and threw a Ziploc bag at a laminator, it would work. I really don't know why it would. I am also suspicious of laminator pouches being just low density polyethylene. I think they use this plastic for everything. How you doing in there, Ant-Man? Doing good? He's doing good. Trying to find a wasp. All right, we got 2 more of these to go through. Dino Buddies. Oh man, we're hitting all our memes at the end here. There's some gaps here. This is not a perfect method. It is not a perfect method. You can see that sometimes variations of thickness. See, what happens is, again, we have the Ziploc zipper here, and so all around the edge are spots where the plastic didn't really touch, or touched long enough to bond together. These are not perfect methods. These are not perfect, but you see how well it works on some things. You've seen how well it works. And you can always give it more time and more thickness if you want to get rid of them air bubbles. Oh yeah, that bubble mailer. It still has somewhat of a bubble mailer feel. Jesus. But it's also thicker too. Well, I guess it's getting there. Again, it's just gonna need more time. Need more time, maybe more heat, but I don't want to do more heat. All right, that's the last of it. That's the last of it. We're gonna bring out everything we did this stream. There we go. Bubble mailer, Dino Buddy nuggies. Hershey. This is probably the coolest part. The coolest part is finding out that these are melt really, really well. Melt really, really well. Also, that styrofoam. I might double these up and make them thicker because these melted so well. They probably could be bonded together and make for a thicker piece. Maybe this, some bubble wrap, another bubble mailer. Yeah, bubble wrap is tricky sometimes. It's a little tricky sometimes. You'll get the hang of it, though. You'll get the hang of it. We got a vegetable bag. We didn't do that one. We didn't do that one. We didn't do this. But yeah, here we go. Packing material. Packing material. Rice bags. Packing material. Packing material. Packing material. Packing material. Packing material. Look at all this. Look at this packing material. A big old box. Look how nice and neat all of that is. Look at how neat and perfect these sheets are. They gotta be useful for something. Okay, now that this is thicker, I think it's more difficult to cut. I could power through though. Power through. Ooh, this is sharp. All right, let's check on Ant-Man. shut this off. We're gonna squish him. All right, see how he's doing. Oh my god, he literally looks like Jabba the Hutt. Okay, he's a little bit of a mound. He's got a curve to him, but his face is flat. Look at that. Looks like his face was peeking through a little bit, but it ends up looking like Jabba the Hutt. It really looks like Jabba the Hutt wearing a helmet. You can see where his hands were. You can see his body. Craftsman would be so upset with me ruining minifigs like this. I can't take the head off anymore yet, so it's all bonded into it's all bonded. You can barely tell the line where the legs were and the body. It's funny. Yeah, it's a little dollop. It needs more time to flatten out. Ooh, you got on the back. You can make out the hand a little bit. Okay, we got a back camera, so on the back you can make out the hands just a little bit. All right, we're gonna torture some more minifigs. That worked. That worked super well. Oh, I've always wanted to do a D20. Ooh. Ooh. Should I do a D20? Should I do a D20? You know what? I'll say that. That'll be the end of the next stream. That'll be my next recycling stream. We'll wait for a D20. Oh, D20 is going to be cool. We're going to do dice. We're going to do dice. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. There's a little seesaw. This is great. All right. Well, thank you for watching this pre-recorded stream because nobody was in the stream. And I don't know. I hope this doesn't kill my subscribers. Just don't watch them. Just please, just don't watch them. Click on my other videos. Or don't. You know what? That's right. I don't care. I don't care. It's all fine. I'm going to be okay. Anyway, yeah. Have a good one.